things along after this.
Coulda.
Well, that's all right. Barson will be drunk, so that
Coulda,
he
coulda,
wouldn't be
coulda.
helpful at this current moment. I did give him 4 gold pieces, but the next time.
Can you guys turn on your mic or your camera even if it's on a black screen just
On
for
Barson Ballsy.
sick, so they're all in the right place. Oh shit! I gotta reread the question. I read it over and I even thought about it.
Enough to have an answer to it, or just like mull it over?
This was hard.
Where am I hearing sound?
Okay. Where are you hearing sound? Is everything good on your end, Gabe? It's about to go crazy. It's about to get loud.
All right. The TV wanted to go off on its own and play some of Samsung's terrible digital cable.
Nice.
And that wasn't allowed.
Yeah. No, that was always the wildest setting when you accidentally turned it to a channel and it's like, whoa, hold on, I also have cable.
There's just like random network programming that still exists low key out there. It all has sort of Hallmark like flavorings to it a little bit. It feels like
lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese and budget constraints.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, welcome on back to Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice, a wider world. My name is M, and I'm playing Haribo Tamagotchi, the artificer, changeling artificer of the group. Deals in both nicks and knacks, as far as I'm aware. Yes, question of the day is a challenge that our character dreads, or a topic, I guess, of the day is a challenge that our character dreads. I think the challenge that Haribo, what the fuck, dreads the most is, oh man, I don't know, like his whole goal, while he's not like pushing for it in his like hour to hour life, or even something that we've seen, is to go home, right? Like he wants to go back to the space station and back to his job, back to his life. He thinks he does anyway right now, I think. But I think the challenge is like, what happens when he figures out how to do that? Does he just leave because he's like grown a lot closer with Minerva? I don't know that it's totally on his plate yet because we've only been together for a couple days, but he's like growing to be friends with everyone here, you know, like slow and baby steps, but he's not really made a ton of connections until this town of Dekram, in this place. So now the challenge he's dreading is he going like,
should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, should I stay or should I go then?
If I stay, there could be trouble. If I go, there may be double.
It depends on, yeah, there might be double.
So you gotta let me know.
And speaking of trouble, make it double. My name is Lawrence Jennings, and I'm playing Sparkalonius, the gelatinous bard. So Sparkalonius, I think the challenge that he dreads the most, the challenge that he fears may one day come, he desperately does not want to be betrayed. He just doesn't want anybody to, he's a trusting, sweet little boy, and he just doesn't know what he'll do. He doesn't have any recourse for being betrayed.
But he knows of betrayal and is terrified of it.
He knows of people that have told him about times that they've been betrayed, and he tries desperately to put himself in their shoes, and they say, Sparkalonius, please get out of my shoes. But then he tries to empathize with them, and he just
need those shoes.
Out. He doesn't know what to do. He just would be flabbergasted, I think.
Hey, I'm still in these shoes. Can you stop?
So yeah, I think that's what Sparkalonius fears the most: personal betrayal.
Hmm. Good
Oh,
answer so
great.
far. All right.
Bad challenge.
Hi, my name is Grace Stringer, and I play Marjorie Ridgeback, a cleric, but also a necromancer. And I was thinking about it. This was a toughie. I've been pondering it today. And I think Marjorie's challenge that she dreads, but she wouldn't run from, is that, like either her god Velsharoon or her mentor Zogmoth is gonna ask something of her that she is they're gonna ask like a big, like a sacrifice from her, like maybe Scarf. Who knows? Could be Scarf. Scarf is the ferret. And she's still gonna do it because she loves she worships her god, but she dreads the sacrifice that probably will come from Velsharoon.
Oh,
So
that's
far, this
dark.
feels
That's
like
interesting. Yeah.
they're all pretty like close to the chest here, which I'm liking. This feels like a set of intros that we can pull from at some point for like, flashback foreshadowing
If the
kind of.
episode ever starts with, so Sparkalonius, remember how you didn't want to be personally betrayed? I'm just gonna quit that episode. I'm just gonna leave.
It's never going to start with that though. I'm going to betray you. The episode's going to start with the clip
that's
of you
more like
saying
what it'll
Sparkalonius is afraid of personal betrayal, and then we'll get
True.
right to
That's
it.
true. It'll be a flashback.
Interesting. Okay. So leaving everybody, personal betrayal, and big asks from the deities. Interesting.
And I am Michael. I'm playing Thaddeus, the mountain dwarven fighter, and of his ilk, Thaddeus's greatest fear is to be in a situation where he's not connected to the earth. So he doesn't like flying, although he's never flown. He's not a big fan of swimming. And he can only imagine that any situations like a deep fog or being caught in a muddy bog where he can't connect his feet to the ground would stress him out intensely. He wouldn't turn back, but he would be deeply, deeply stressed out with it.
Which event stresses him out the most? That'd be flying?
Well, so far he doesn't care for water because he's been in water. He has not flown or been in fog or been in a mud bog, but he can tell you he
No
does
fogs,
not
no
care for
bogs.
swimming. Yeah. No fogging, no bogging.
My big bugaboos.
Like, are there tales of bogs in the where he works? Do people
As
speak
a
of
dwarf
bogs?
growing up, there are all kinds of stories about things where you lose your contact with the earth to scare small children that he heard growing up. Unfortunately, he has not experienced any of those yet.
You have to watch out, young Thaddeus. You have to keep your head right on the ground or you'll walk off a cliff and never come back down. You walk right into the sky. That's what happens to dwarves who think tall thoughts.
Green eggs and sky death.
They're all serving the cloud giants.
Oh, yeah, dwarves don't want to serve cloud giants.
No, it all ties back together. I can make a D&D fantasy tie back. Hey everyone, it's me. It's Gabe, the Dungeon Master. I make everything else happen. If they're not making it happen, you can generally think it's me.
What do you dread, Gabriel?
Yeah,
what
tell us
do
what
I
you
dread
the most.
No,
No.
I'm not going to because I'm a real person and not an imaginary character. So my dreads have like actual gravity and weight.
What about Koryak or
what about like a harmless
Gib?
phobia, or like a like?
I don't have any harmless phobias anymore. They're all harmful. I've dealt with all the harmless ones.
Like I don't know, like a bug in your shoe or.
Here's a fun story, bug in my shoe, as far as that phobia goes. The time that I dealt with creepy crawlies in places I didn't want them, I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
is the worst place
No.
for me.
I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was trying to pack up a show at a desert resort that was pretty open to the elements. And I was trying to put away my soundboard, and I go to open up my my case for the soundboard, and it turns out that while I had been running the show, a centipede about 10 inches long had decided that the case for my thing was the spot to hunker down and hide out and wait for prey or whatever. And what it found instead was my hands. So that was exciting. It didn't get me. It just spooked me real good. I was grateful that day that I was working alone. What was your question? I think I went
when you said Arizona, I thought you were going to say scorpion. So
New Mexico, but yes, same territory,
was
same
expecting
angry
scorpion,
vegetables.
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, oh no. Did you give him a vest?
I love that
Yes.
he has a vest. How did you give him
Oh.
the vest? Like, so did
It's
you
like a
just like
high-necked vest,
color that on the
too.
picture and then
MS
repost the
Paint.
picture? MS Paint, yeah, it does look like MS Paint. It's funny as fuck, dude. Can you
Gabe, is that
also MS
black
Paint
coffee?
a pot in there?
No.
Or
can't.
pebbles for eyes?
You can't really see it. I can do the pebbles probably.
Pebbles for eyes is awesome.
Unlistenable content aside, let's talk about player goals really quick. Everybody make their favorite 2 D10 dice roll and get those out the way, and then I'll do our recap.
Bad recap.
I got a 7 and a 2.
Marjorie, build something.
Oh, all right.
I got a
Cool.
6 and a 1.
Get a tattoo.
Fantasy tattoo.
Okay.
Got a
7
5.
and go ahead,
Gib.
Sparkliness.
Not
5
give a
and
tattoo, right?
2.
I heard 5 and 2.
Correct. Gib a tattoo. Gib's gonna get a tattoo.
Gib?
A tattoo.
Can the thing I build be a friendship with Gib?
No. Must have mass.
Friendship can have-
You try to figure that one out. All right. 5 and 2, flirt with an NPC of a different race.
Easy clap.
Nice.
Anybody. Hey, Gib. How's it going?
The only one. I'd ship it.
Never have I been more glad to have been left behind.
Barson.
10 and
No.
Barson's
7.
like my uncle. No way.
Oh.
All right. What we got?
10 and 7.
Get arrested
All right.
It's gonna be a
as
wild
the cop.
Yeah.
All right.
right.
Citizens arrest.
Yeah.
I love the pebbles. They're so good, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just loving the idea that the next thing that happens after Sparkalonius coming out of this box is a citizen's arrest of Thaddeus.
Arrest this man.
Oh yeah, we ended
Quick
on this
distraction.
terrible plan. Oh no.
Yeah, so now
That's a fine
let's
plan.
talk about
Let's reverse
what where we last left off, because it's been a couple weeks now. And a couple weeks ago, we decided that the best way to assault the kobold stronghold beneath the waterfall was for Tamagotchi to disguise himself as a kobold with his shape-changing abilities and carry a box containing Sparkalonius and both of their possessions, all of their inventory, out into the kobolds as loot.
Which I've actually
This went.
realized that my belt holds all of my inventory anyway, so that is just the thing strapped around my chest. Like, everything's in my belt anyway. So
No.
So in the box was just Sparkalonius.
Yep,
And
Sparkalonius
a
stuff.
pot.
Yes.
And 2 petals.
In fact,
No, those are
Tamagotchi, you know, it's too late now, but Tamagotchi could have just been carrying a pot.
We went with box.
Anyways, this seemed suspicious, and the kobolds were suspicious, and they were even more suspicious when Sparkalonius emerged from his crate, and I believe cast the spell Sleep on them.
Yep.
And due to some injudicious math on my part, put to sleep 2 more of them than the math actually mathed.
Haha.
So, 8 kobolds fall asleep, which, if the math remembers, leaves...
3 kobolds.
That's
there
not
were
right.
11. Or there 17.
There were 13.
13. Damn, I don't remember that number at all then.
So 6 of them remain, including the
green one.
The green one. The green one is there for sure. I also, in the Legend Keeper now, have a terrible map for you guys.
It's
That's
like it's like Dora the Explorer, I'm the map theme, but it's terrible map.
Yeah, terrible map. It's the only kind of map that I can draw, so I'm going to keep drawing them. Let's see.
Ah, beans. I got signed out a Legend Keeper.
Oh. It should just be your email.
My email, not yours?
Your email, yes. I should have shared it with your email.
Where's the map at?
It's under notes, and then the page is today's date, and then there's a tab that says for drawing, and I have drawn in it. Hey, I see your mouse. Or someone's.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
Oh, there
You
you
don't
go.
see mine, because mine's just trying to log me in. Oh well. I'll just imagine.
And tell us how to find the map one more time.
Notes.
Today's date.
Notes.
Today's
Drawing
date.
tab.
Ah.
Good catch
Okay.
us up. Would you describe this scene for us? Like,
I will indeed. I'm gonna describe the scene, and I'm gonna notate some of the characters as we go along here. So, get the right color. All right. So, Tamagotchi and there we go. Tamagotchi and Sparkalonius are standing on the bank of the creek, surrounded by unconscious kobolds. The green one is surrounded by some stones in a circle that come up out of the ground. I'm going to drop the rest of them at random. Kobold. There, 6. Kobold. And then Marjorie and Thaddeus are hidden behind some trees on either side of this, or on a side of this bank. We're gonna put you guys.
So Sparkalonius and I are backed up to the river. We're on the bank. We've got a couple kobolds off in between us and where Marjorie and Thaddeus are hidden is the green kobold. So we made it past him on our initial pass by. That's good. And another kobold. Across the river there is 2 more kobolds, which look like they have pretty good locations for shooting us. Okay, cool.
Yes, and you can imagine that a lot of this blank space between all of these kobolds is carpeted with unconscious kobolds. There are 8 more of them that aren't on this map because it would just be covered in my poorly drawn K
And
annotations.
they are just asleep, so we should do our best to keep them asleep.
I would say all of the terrain is difficult terrain unless you want to start stepping on them.
Heard.
And we haven't rolled initiative.
Ooh.
My Legend Keeper still isn't. It logged me in, but it's not. It's having a hard time. My old ass computer's having a hard time thinking about taking me to the Faerun area, so I do not have access to Legend Keeper as of right now.
Oh no. Okay. Give me
I
one
just
moment.
have a spinning wheel as it tries to think.
Legend kept.
It's kept from me.
Legend kept her. Uh-oh.
All right, Grace. I am streaming the Legend Keeper to you.
Ooh.
That changes
Should be.
a lot of our camera stuff.
Sorry about that.
Is not particularly the biggest problem.
Sorry.
No, I don't. Audio is the biggest thing from this anyway, so.
Oh, this is lovely. What a nice waterfall.
I was really proud of the waterfall. Thank you.
Oh,
And
is
don't
that the map
forget
you wanted me to make?
relevant detail. Honestly, there's a lot of maps that like we could make. I've got battle maps that we could work on. I also have region maps we could work on. Like, I have all sorts of maps in my mind that I'm just awful at drawing myself.
Yeah, I mean, you can have access to that software if you want to poke around about.
That's true. That's true.
I'm also willing to like sit down and do it together, but for the times in which I'm busy or not and you want to do it, you can have access to it.
My initiative is 5.
My initiative's 21.
Get in front of me! Get in front of me!
My initiative is 24.
Say it flirtatiously.
Get in front of me.
I rolled a 16. I don't know if I have any. I don't know if there's more. I add more numbers.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
I can't see my thing, Gabe.
Oh, that's true. You don't have.
Can't see my deets.
Okay,
Plus
so
3
I'll
to
stream
initiative.
Grace's character sheet. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Actually,
sorry.
I think I can do it as my camera. Actually, give me a second.
Really?
Yeah.
Sparkalonius is just going to be floating atop it.
That's also kind of fun. All right, well then I'm going to stop streaming. Thaddeus, did you say 24?
Yes, 24. I rolled a 19
Wow.
pluses, so.
Yeah, 20. Good gracious.
And Marjorie has a 19. So good rolls all over.
Is there like a character sheet, or is this the character sheet?
I don't know.
The very first page of your character, like when you click on character, is it'll show your
If you
stuff.
go to stats.
Yeah,
go
you
to
can also
character
click on
sheet,
stats.
The third header is stats.
I was looking for. Oh, it's reversed.
No, not for me. Not for us.
Okay, great.
At least
There you
not for
go.
me.
There's your character sheet.
How do I make you bigger?
Just click on it. Yeah. It's so funny. Cool.
So you can still stream, Gabe, if you want to stream the map.
Every now and then, I guess she might need to see her attacks. Also, and her spells. We got to figure out how to get her on this, because there's a lot of her character sheet she's going to need.
She does have access to it. Her computer's just apparently
my
not on it.
computer
fair.
is actively trying to give up the ghost. Just about Legend Keeper, though. Not about anything else. I don't know why.
Even just in a browser?
Yeah. Well, I
Wow.
only ever use it in a browser. I don't use... Does it exist in a non-browser form?
It also exists as a Chrome extension that I occasionally use. But if the browser isn't working, I wouldn't recommend the extension.
All right. Well, I'm gonna in the background. I'm gonna keep trying to access my stuff.
They've recently improved the functionality. I drew this awful map on my iPad, and it wouldn't let me do that last time we played.
Nice.
Well,
I managed to lose my stylus in the meantime, but you
not
know,
as nice.
every step forward comes with a couple steps backward.
Okay. I'm in the Legend Keeper. How do I get to Faerun? Oh, is it happening? Sorry. Okay, keep going with your story. I figured it out. I'm waiting. It's spinning.
Boy. Well, I don't remember where we were at with my story, but I did get all of our initiative numbers. So I think I can move forward on that. It begins with Thaddeus in the bushes. A bunch of kobolds all fall asleep. The
Time
8 closest
eats
to Tamagotchi and Sparklonius, leaving the ones currently marked on the map.
Okay. And I know you said it's rough terrain. So the one that's closest to me, from my perspective, to the left of the green one, can I reach that one with reduced movement?
Yes.
Then I'm going to reach out and say hello with my weapon of weaponness.
I'm gonna say do that with advantage because you're hiding behind these shrubberies, and it's very distracting on the other side of him.
I am now an attack shrubbery. All right. Then I am going to roll. And those were both dreadful. But that is a 13 to hit.
I do believe that hits.
Ooh, excellent.
Bodes well.
Yeah.
Then let me go to my inventory and get damage. And we will do some damage. That is 6 points of damage.
Assuming EFG A. Okay. Shouldn't have looked. I had that math in my head all along. Okay. And you did that with your Warhammer? What is your
That is my Warhammer.
let's see. Make another stealth check. I'd say with disadvantage because you're heavily armored, but you're about to one tap this gentleman, and I want to see if you can make that go unnoticed.
Like, swoop in and
Okay.
then back out.
He's
That's awesome.
just like crush. A hammer emerges from atop the bush and just crushes the head right into the kobold.
Like a Looney Tunes.
Brother,
But can
did
we
you hear
do it
that
quietly?
At
No, I didn't
disadvantage,
hear a squelch.
it's a 10.
A 10.
I may
I'm
have
gonna-
heard that
advantage-
squelch.
I'm gonna roll
at
against
advantage,
that.
that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. It's a stealth. I can't give that to you. I'd love to.
No.
Wow, a
Dwarves are
tie.
not stealthy.
That goes to the who?
In this case, I'm going to say it goes to the heroes because again, distracting stuff happening over there. Haribo, what is your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is +1.
Okay, the kobolds go first.
Shit.
You should have said, "Why do you ask?"
I mean, +4. Does that change anything?
Thanks, Travis McElroy.
Good stuff.
Okay, so there's two kobolds that are right up on you, and they're gonna get right up on you. I think yes, the two that are in melee are gonna attack Tamagotchi, and the two in range are gonna throw javelins at Sparkalonius.
Can I hide behind Tamagotchi?
DDaD.
Isn't there some kind of reaction I can take? I haven't played 5e.
You do have an action, yeah. You can take the dodge action, but I think that's on your turn.
Yeah, it is on your turn.
Well, maybe next turn then.
Okay.
I mean, you knocked out a bunch of them. Your KO rate is pretty high so far. Even if you fall here, like you took down 8 with you. That's pretty good.
But I don't want to fall here.
I don't want to die.
I've got lots of shows to play still.
The two attacking Tamagotchi roll a 13 and a 21.
Yeah, definitely that second one hits. Definitely. That first one does not, though.
Only the first one hits. Weird.
Only the first one hits.
Tamagotchi, or not Tamagotchi, sorry. Sparkalonius got an 11 and a crit.
Well, sure wish I could have dodged that
I'll
one.
miss you.
I'll miss me too.
Okay, Tamagotchi take a d4 of damage, and Sparkalonius take 2d4.
Ooh, do they have any pluses?
Add
Oh my god.
+2.
Good lord, 6 points of damage.
Oh.
Ow, Chihuahua. That's over
Also
a third
6
of my
points
health.
of damage. Thank
my God.
goodness.
Two very different reactions to that.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die.
But now you value your life all the more.
Just so that we're aware, the kobolds do have pack tactics, and I hadn't factored that in, and I am going to now. Okay. Next up in the order, that isn't the page. Where have I moved it? There it is.
Would be myself.
It sure.
Green kobold.
Nope, it is you. It's Tamagotchi followed by Marjorie. Marjorie,
All
you
right.
are up next.
The way this has been rearranged with all these kobolds up on me, is there, what's the bet, like, how many of them, like if we're playing Connect 4 styles, are in a line? Even if I have to move around the group a little bit to make this line the best line, you know what I mean? Does that question make sense?
How good of a line can I get?
How good of a line can I get?
How long of a line can you make?
30 feet.
You'll proc an opportunity attack, but if you, let's see. Oh no. New technology. Okay. If we move you over here, you can probably get these two and the green guy in the stones in a 30-foot line.
That is fine for me.
If you sort of flank these two.
Yeah. So I'd probably take an opportunity attack from the one in the middle.
Yes.
One, okay. That I will accept and run past him. And accept an opportunity attack and try to use a spell on these guys. So first I'm going to take the opportunity attack, though.
21.
Sure.
So another D4 plus 2.
Sure. I love that. Okay, another 6 damage. I'm almost dead in this fight, everyone. I'm going to get into the position that I just said I was going to get into, and then use Tasha's Caustic Brew. I need dexterity saving throws from all 3 of them. Not the most ideal.
Is Tasha's Caustic Brew?
As a spell of mine. It's a first level
Acid.
spell.
Hmm.
I send out 30. I tap my belt, and a stream of green acid spews forth and down this line, reaching to the green one. I don't know if he gets covered in it, but it reaches to him.
I've got a failure on the first one, the closest one to you, and then successes after that.
Okay. Well, the first one will take damage on his turn.
Heard. Marjorie, you are up.
Sorry, I was just disturbed. I was thinking about what it must look like from a distance to see Tamagotchi spray green liquid from his belt 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
die.
anyone is, if you know, for those familiar with My Hero Academia, I am now sort of imagining any of Tamagotchi's spells, sort of like the guy who has a belly button
Naval
laser
cannon.
beam.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's too late. I've poisoned their minds.
It's true. It's true.
Cautious,
It comes out of his belly.
Okay.
Anywho, so Marjorie's in a bush and sees that happen.
How
I'm gonna
far away
die.
am I in this bush?
You are next to Thaddeus, in the bush. So that puts you maybe 10 feet or so from the green kobold with the shield, in the standing stones there.
Okay, I was gonna see if I could. I'm too far away to get to Tamagotchi to heal him. It sounds like.
If you were to try and
He's
get to
gonna die.
Tamagotchi, you would take 2 opportunity attacks. 2 different guys would have a chance to swing at
Wow.
you on your way by.
Tamagotchi will figure it out on his turn. If he needs to.
Okay.
Appreciate
then
you.
I'm sorry. I tried.
No.
I'm gonna use the bell spell. I can't look at it, but that one, the toll of death.
Yeah,
spell
tolling the
on
dead.
the tolling dead against the green
They have to make
guy
a
with the
Constitution
shield.
saving throw, if I remember correctly.
He knows it better than I do, and it's my spell.
I love Toll the Dead. It's such a cool spell.
I think
Constitution,
visually it
you
would look
say?
really cool.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check
I
now.
think.
Heard.
If
Toll
you
the
scroll just like
Dead.
a little bit, but
Wisdom saving throw. Well, nice.
oh yeah, Kobold's pretty dumb.
Wisdom is actually an even better save for them to make than Constitution. They have a -2 for their Wisdom. So that's a 14.
What does it say that?
Yes,
you have
hers
to
is
beat?
13.
All right, he succeeds.
Beans. Stupid green
Good
guy.
try. You manifest purple
guy.
dust in the air around one of these lizards, and he just sort of bats it out of the air. Just oof.
No,
Get away from me! No,
none of that.
What does he think it is?
I don't. Flies maybe. Tough to say.
Fart.
Fart.
Oh. It's a wild fart.
Wild fart.
Wild fart's my favorite wild magic spell.
Awful. Okay. It is the green one's turn. What is your range? Can you attack from? Okay. The green guy is going to stay inside of his circle of stones. After him is I'm just gonna ignore that, and then Sparklonius. Sparklonius, it is your turn.
So first question. I have no kobolds within opportunity attack range of me. Is that correct?
You have 1 kobold.
Still the one. Okay.
He's coated in goo, though. On his turn, he's going to take some damage. And if my D4 keeps rolling high, maybe he'll take a lot of damage.
I think So the first thing that's going to happen is Sparkalonius is going to play a jaunty tune on his horn, which is now back inside of him, to give Tamagotchi bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration. And then Sparkalonius is going to wave goodbye to Tamagotchi. I'll see you on the other side. And then, how deep's that creek behind me?
Let's call it 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet deep.
That's not very
Chest
deep.
chest height.
I might
It's
have
probably
waved
deeper
too
near the waterfall,
soon.
but like, yeah, it's not very deep.
1 moment, please. What's the dodge action?
The dodge action is it grants disadvantage to hit you, I believe.
We can all look together.
I do believe that that's true. Having used bardic inspiration, does that use your action?
Bonus.
Bonus
So
action.
yeah, Sparkalonius is going to continue waving goodbye, and then he's going to take the dodge action into the creek.
I like that. I like that. You are pretty creek colored.
And I can hold my breath for 1 hour, so I'm gonna lie down in the creek.
All right.
So I assume then the opportunity attack will have disadvantage, because I am entirely focusing on dodging attacks.
Yeah. Here's an opportunity attack with disadvantage. That's a 9.
I'm all right. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
they take
blah, blah, blah,
a
blah, blah.
a swing at you, but you've already shrunk down. You're way too short now, and oh nope, he's in the water and he's gone.
He's in the water and he is the water.
Now it's just water. I know he just went in there. This is pretty spooky. Spooky times. Spooky times for the kobolds.
The one covered in goo is going to take 7 points of damage.
The one covered in goo just dies, and it's pretty awful because it is an acid. It's a full acid death.
That's a melt. That's a melting kobold right there.
That's a melting kobold right there.
Blub, blub, blub.
Nope. Out of curiosity, are the adjustments that I'm making to the map, like, are those reading?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Then if that's happened, then it is back to Thaddeus's turn. Thaddeus.
All right.
Oh, by the way, my armor is 16 right now.
Good to know.
Can I reach the green one in the circle of stones?
You will have to emerge from behind your shrubbery.
I will emerge from the shrubbery to take on the green one.
Triumphantly.
All right. So I am going to swing at the green one. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Yay.
All right.
Hurt this man.
That is 11 points.
Yeah.
That is a sizable hit. You bring your hammer in and it caves in one of this kobold's like shoulder metal pauldron type things. Yes. Convex to concave.
Excellent.
Ouch.
That piece of armor is part of him and not in a way that he would like. But he's not down. He like takes a step back away from you, both from taking that blow and also sort of, respecting a challenger, and he steps to the edge of the circle of stones, almost like, come into the octagon and fight me on my hill type behavior. And then it is.
Actually, I have a second
Oh.
action because now
You have a
that I'm
second action
level,
already? Damn.
at second level, I get the ability to surge beyond my normal limits, and I can take a second
Okay.
Do this,
action
man.
surge.
Okay. This is Grace, so that you know, this is burning a limited resource.
Mhm.
As the fighter levels up, they get an extra attack on their action, which can sort of be seen as a second action, but all the way from second level going forward, they have a once per day extra full action they can use.
Okay.
I figure this is a good time to use that.
Yeah, one
And
tap in 2 turns.
that is a 20 not natural to hit. Oh, nope, sorry, 22 to hit.
Dang. Yeah.
You're 20 screwed.
And I just threw my D10 on the floor.
You step right into the octagon.
All right. I will roll my backup D10 for
You don't
another 9
know,
points
but
of damage.
we're really good at pit traps.
Yeah.
Another 9 points of damage.
Well, he was a green guy.
No, he's a green corpse.
Now he is an assortment of colors. That is certainly true.
He's goo.
I'm goo.
Okay, yeah, so he takes your first hit and he sort of backs up against one of the stones and he's like, "Come fight me in my space." And you rise to that challenge immediately. You come in with both hands swinging with this warhammer, and he's ready for you. Like, he did issue this challenge. He meets your hammer swing. I'm sort of imagining you're coming up sort of underhanded, swinging through, and he meets your swing on his shield, and you feel something behind the shield give. And he like slides back and collides with one of the stones. And then he smiles at you.
Oh.
Oh.
Turns out he's
Yeah.
not goo.
He's not
Just
he's not goo on the outside. There is, the smile is bloody. This
He
gentleman
smiles
has
and some
taken
blood just like
I'm not having a good time, but I'm having a really good time.
Oh.
Then it is let's see, there are 3 kobolds remaining other than the green one. Marjorie, you haven't moved from out of the bushes yet, have you?
No, I
No.
did like one of those.
Okay. Then I think that the remaining kobolds, for fairness' sake, we're gonna see if they spotted Sparkalonius. One of them definitely didn't. Sparkalonius, you have advantage and are fairly transparent, correct?
Oh yeah. I mean, I imagine the thinner I get, the less opaque I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him disadvantage on his check. And all right, the two kobolds remaining on the opposite side of the bank. One of them is gonna fire off a javelin at Tamagotchi, and the other is going to fire one at Thaddeus. I should not have used T's to mark both of them on my map.
One could be
And then the one in melee range is going to also attack Tamagotchi. Thaddeus, a 19. Does it hit?
That is 19 as my armor class. So.
All right. Take a D4 plus 2 damage as a javelin is thrown at your less protected back.
That is 6 points of damage.
Wow, everybody.
Yeah, I'm maxed out on javelin damage.
Yeah, I've taken a total of 12 so far from 2 hits.
Well, then you'll feel much better about this. The javelin thrower rolled a natural 2.
Good.
Which I sort of imagine you can see ahead of time enough to like just dodge in a way that it looks really cool, just sort of like flinch out of the way as the javelin just zings past. And then the one attacking you with their, what do they have? They've got with his dagger, trying to just stab you, slip it between the ribs there. He rolled a critical failure. So you have an opportunity to do something. He's left himself wide open, coming in to try and stab you here.
Right up on me. Can I cast Thunderclap as a reaction? If he is hitting me, we can say he hits the belt on my chest and it hits like the right part and triggers Thunderclap.
Is Thunderclap a cantrip or
Yes,
first level spell? Yeah, go for it.
So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw as his
That's
dagger
fun.
connects with the belt I'm wearing as a sash currently.
How about a 10? Wait.
No.
It's the other way. An 8.
Also no. How is 10 read as an 8? But that's okay.
He's got a -1.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled a 9, and I was like, maybe he's got a +1, but that's wrong.
+1.
He doesn't.
He's gonna take 3 damage just for hitting my belt.
Okay, that sucks. Cool. After taking that, he's gonna try and run away. Then he's gonna try and run into the woods. Make an opportunity attack.
Awesome. I was gonna say, can I make an opportunity attack? Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a dagger from my belt and attack him for 16 to hit.
Yeah. Yep.
5 points of damage.
I'm gonna imagine that you threw that at him as he was trying to run away. And it catches him sort of in the back of the neck, and he goes and falls and sprawls half into a bush. And that's that on this guy. And then it is, that's still the wrong piece of paper to look at, Marjorie's turn.
How many are left now? Is it
Tamagotchi's
just
turn?
two?
Because I think that was all in response to him sucking ass at his job.
Oh,
Yes, I keep overlooking Tamagotchi's turn because
That's
it's all intertwined with the kobold's turn, being at the same initiative count. Sorry, Marjorie, you're on deck.
How close is the guy across the river to me? Like, if I come up to the edge of the river, is he within 15 feet of me?
No. He's 20 feet from you at the edge of the river.
Okay. Then I'm gonna fire off I'm gonna return my dagger to my belt and pull out my crossbow from my belt and fire off a bolt of energy at him. 16 also to hit. 17 actually, because it's a +1.
Roll it.
The beautiful bean footage is going to read, 1d8. I like that. I like that weapon a lot. 5 + 1 is 6 piercing damage. +1, because it's a +1 crossbow, would be 7 piercing damage.
Yeah, you nail him in the armpit. Yeah, as he's rearing back to like launch a javelin, your bolt just right into his exposed armpit, and he topples backwards.
I would too.
And you lose track of him. Me too. My armpit's pretty weak as far as places to hit me.
I would like to now, movement wise, I want to peer behind this waterfall and see if if the cave is safe for me to hide in until my next turn, or if there are people coming down the cave and if I need to run into the bushes. You know what I mean?
You want to look behind this waterfall.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm closest to the waterfall right now. And I haven't used any movement yet.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to stick your head back behind her?
Yeah, just see what's going on back there. See if it's a place I can hide right now.
Okie doke. Hell yeah.
What's back there? Is this a
I'm
place
trying to think. I'm trying to think of how to mechanically.
2 dragons.
All right, fine. Keep your secrets.
Make a dexterity save.
Oh. 4.
Oh no.
Okay. With a 4. Okay, we get a brief glimpse of what's back here. Cause like Gibbs said, this is where the kobold's actual hideout is. So you poke your head back here, and it is it's full of kobolds. Shocking. And you and the kobolds all have a moment where you stand real still and you all look at each other, and then one of them, without looking away from you, just sort of like pushes at something. And then from the ceiling of this cave, a log comes swinging down.
Oh, jeez.
And
It's gonna kill Tamagotchi
What a wild thing
for
for him to
sure.
do to another kobold. That's just another kobold. Who
I'm
peeked
just
in.
another kobold. He has no
And
idea.
he said,
I would
"Fuck
like to
that guy,"
challenge that.
logging his ass.
I want to peek in and say, "Hey guys,
Brother.
we got
Quick,
some
log him.
dudes out here. I'm gonna stay out here and entertain them."
It's a
That's
good
a good
point.
point. Thank you for saving my life. That log would have killed me for sure.
Yeah, that log had a 3d10 damage rating to it.
I only have
it's a
3 points
not
left.
nice trap. It is a not nice trap for the first person entering
for
the
pointing
cave
that
after
out.
a fight.
I forgot I was a kobold too.
You've still got that bardic inspiration, right?
I do, but I would like to tack on the question is if he would push the button seeing a kobold peek behind.
I was just going to ask you to make a deception roll, like
Okay,
some sort of
yeah. Deception roll. I'm actually not going to use
Can
the
you
bardic inspiration.
Kobold?
Huh?
Can you speak kobold?
No.
I cannot
No.
speak Draconic. But
That's
I
how
will
we got
say,
in this mess in the first place.
yeah, that's
No
how they
one
got
yes,
curious in the
kobold.
first place.
All right.
Deception is a 17. I don't think I'm going to burn the bardic inspiration because 17 feels high.
17's pretty good. 17's pretty good.
I think with that and noticing.
So then what do you
kobolds-
do? What do you
Yeah,
like?
I say, guys, we have some. Hold on. Guys,
Still doesn't
we
sound
got
like-
some intruders out here. Please come on and help us. They're giving us the runaround out here. I'm gonna stay out and help our buddies, but I need you to get out here. And then I'm gonna peek back out the waterfall and look at my allies and shake my head, and I'm gonna run to the bushes.
You're gonna go get reinforcements?
No, I'm just gonna go hide in the bushes.
Did you just tell the kobolds to come after us?
Yeah, he got the reinforcements for the bad guys ready.
They were either gonna
Wait.
put a log on me or
Wait, you had the opportunity. Wait.
to do what? Oh shit! I could have said something else.
You could have just waved at him and pulled
Guys,
your neck out.
this all
You just
tracks.
told them, hey, if people.
Tamagotchi's
I
bad with social
actually
situations.
Didn't think that I could say something else in that moment. That's a great point, but I will accept what I have said and move on.
The opportunity to say anything.
I was worried about dying, and I thought I was trying to trick him, and instead I tricked myself and you guys, I guess.
I think at this point it seems like Sparkalonius and Tamagotchi have tricked Thaddeus and Marjorie.
Hey, I'm behind a tree and they don't know. They don't see me. And I think that you killed my brother.
Thaddeus looks around and is like,
Wow.
Are you gonna warn us? Or are you gonna just like disappear into the bushes and?
He made a hand motion. It seemed like.
He shook his head.
Yep, he shook his head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like
What does
I'm
that
not like
mean?
running away, but I am jumping into the bushes and trying to
Oh
hide.
man.
As if to say, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." He shook his head.
I made a
Oh.
mistake, real bad. Tamagotchi's really good at that, though. Curiosity
Gave us
killed
the
the cat.
"we're dead" gesture.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, you're dead. I'm behind a tree. They don't see me.
I'm undead.
How
Not yet.
many kobolds?
That's true.
could I
Why
see in
hasn't
there?
Scarf done anything yet?
Scarf is chilling.
Oh, I don't. Do you think I sick a ferret on my enemies? A ferret's not very threatening.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose you're not like a druid or a ranger or something where you can like see through his eyes or something where he's
No, I
handy.
just have
He's just a decorative.
How many
He's a
kobolds do I see
friend.
out there?
If we were fighting small,
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
then that would be different.
Yes. Next time, maybe I guess I could have used him for that one little elf child that I roasted instead.
Be meaner to the elf children.
Um,
I didn't lose my pet
I would
like
say-
you lost yours.
damn.
No,
I would say that
roasting
you
him
see
2 weeks
at least
later.
another 3 kobolds. Wow, 3 is the wrong number. At least another 10 kobolds.
Can we go back to 3?
Inside of the cave. Most of them look like the fairly weak rubes that you guys put to sleep. And then I forgot about as far as like making you guys roll not to wake them up. But
Yeah.
we can still get to that.
We're doing great. Oh,
I'm glad
I
you
think we
forgot
are.
about that during the thunderclap as well. So I'm grateful.
Thunderclap.
That
Yeah,
Tasha's
that was-
Casa Brew.
Oh boy, I really should have thought of that. Thunderclap would have woken them all up.
we're doing great. We are doing.
I'm gonna have some
great.
words for myself on the re-listen to this one.
I actually don't think they would wake them up. You have to take an action to shake them awake. Is what
Like
it
a
says
bold-
on the
that's
spell
a bold
slot.
proposition.
That's or if they take damage, though. I might agree
Uh-huh.
Thunderclap might not, but Tasha Caustic Brew, whoever it covered on the way to the green guy, would have at least woken up when their skin sizzled off their body next turn.
Do it.
But that's only those few.
So, I think after that is Marjorie. Marjorie, it is your turn.
Well, do
Tamagotchi had to look behind the waterfall and then hid in a bush.
After
And then
giving you
do
the
a bunch of
bad
other-
signal.
and then do a bunch of other kobolds come out, because if it starts, lizards start escaping the waterfall, Marjorie's good with
no.
staying behind the tree.
No, is the answer. No kobolds come out from behind the waterfall.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's as if Tamagotchi made up all of the danger. There's no danger behind that waterfall. He made it all up. Definitely
we should
nothing
go
back there.
look.
You should go back there and have a look.
No.
You the not kobolds should
Gabe's,
definitely
like,
have a
waiting
look
to
back
press
there.
the button, finger on the
I've already
button.
seen the secrets of the waterfall.
But have you seen all of them?
The button made
You've only
change.
seen like 2 things back there. There's kobolds and a log.
That makes
There
it
could be
basically-
treasure.
I don't care about treasure. How many are still alive out there?
It looks like 3, right?
11.
Oh, 'cause,
11?
yeah,
Oh,
not counting
alive.
the
Okay,
sleeping
how
ones.
many are
3 are awake and 8 are asleep.
Correct.
Thank you. Okay. Then
11 was a smart thing to remind yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one's really in. Is there anyone like creeping up or trying to get to Thaddeus? Because Tamagotchi's in a bush, and
Well, Thaddeus
Sparkleonius.
is up with the green goblin in
Oh,
the
he's still alive?
stones.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay,
duking
then
it out.
Then
I'm
I
trying
am
to-
not. That seems
Trying to
like
do something about that.
a boy thing, a masculine thing that's going on. So I'm not gonna go anywhere near that. I will just kill one of the kobolds that is closest to me. I will try again to use Toll of the Dead. So I want to do one of these quick little like poke. So he has to do wisdom.
Wisdom save on this one kobold here. That's a crit, so no.
Bean. I'm just.
Did someone else fart? Second fart I smell.
Wait, I killed the one on the other side with my crossbow. So there is
You did.
two
You
left.
did. Give me a moment. Yep. Absolutely right.
Then it was that one that I actually meant a different one.
Yeah, you meant the other one.
And the other one smells the fart.
The green kobold is now back, and he's going to try and jab at you, Thaddeus, with his spear.
All right.
It's a 17. Wait, what are we doing?
D&D.
Where's the book?
I don't know.
It's a +4 is a dirty 20 and a 23.
I like the 17 better. Both of
I'm
those.
sorry about
Me
that.
Me too.
Maybe I should have tried to kill the green one.
The green one's on some stuff. Thaddeus, make an insight or an arcana check.
All right.
In fact, anyone can make either of those checks. I would say arcana rather than insight.
Natural 20
For anyone.
Arcana.
Wow.
That is a 12.
I got a 15.
I'm gonna pass. I'm a river.
I don't believe it, but I've probably seen this before.
Thaddeus, this guy's real hard. This guy, he's got the moves, man.
This guy is rock hard right now.
That's a little disturbing.
Mr. Green Kobold, I can't help but notice how hard your body is.
You know, I am not the one who's putting all this stank on that word. Just sort of a by the by. For the for the discerning listener out there, just remember who's putting the stank on these words.
It's true, and he's the one that always says that his character doesn't think with his bean.
Okay. With a 15, Marjorie, you can tell that this kobold wants to stay inside of this circle of rocks. With a 20, did you say dirty 20?
No, I did not.
Wow, with a clean 20, these rocks have some sort of power. Tamagotchi. There is power in these rocks, and they are giving power to this kobold who is standing inside of them. Some sort of power from nature, maybe? Tough to say. The rocks. The power is coming from the rocks in the circle of them.
Does Thaddeus feel that power at all?
Thaddeus feels the very difficultness of fighting this guy. And actually, yes, Thaddeus does feel the power. Any attacks that Thaddeus makes inside of this circle of rocks get a +1 to the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Not that Thaddeus would know the source of the power, except that maybe he's feeling extra good. Yeah, just as good as this kobold feels when he delivers 2d6 plus 4 damage to Thaddeus.
Holy crap.
Beans. Gotta kill this green guy, y'all.
7 plus 4 is 11. I am in trouble.
You are what, sorry?
I am in trouble. I am in single digits.
But you do you definitely see like some surprise in this kobold that you remain standing after taking 2 of his stabs. Let's see. And then after him is Sparkalonius.
Out from the edge of the creek, nearest to where the green kobold is fighting Thaddeus. Up from the creek bed comes one appendage, and it points a finger at the green kobold. And then you see another lump appear over the edge, and you see 2 pebble eyes. And below those pebble eyes, a mouth forms, and Sparkalonius speaks, and he says, "Oi, green kobold, what are you doing up there? Why you laughing, huh? From down here, you're looking pretty small." And he casts vicious mockery to the kobold. So go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
How's a 5?
Bad for you. Haha. Take 3 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And then the appendage and head sink back down into the riverbed.
All right. Then it is Thaddeus's turn.
All right, I'm going to change tactics and charge at this guy and see if I can grab him and knock him out of the stone rings.
Sumo style.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe a strength contest, or what is your are you trying to attack him and
Yes.
tackle him, or are you trying to
Yeah, I'm just trying to charge him, grab him, and with body weight momentum, get him outside of the stones.
All right.
Grab him, huck him, throw him off the stones.
We'll call it a strength contest then, because I think you are just bear hugging this guy and walking him right out of the of the rocks.
That is a 13.
That's a 5.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Out of the rock you go.
Yeah, you all of a sudden it dawns on Thaddeus, hey, I'm a lot bigger than this lizard. And you just run right at him, and he tries to jab at you with his spear, and you bat it aside, and you get right up close to him, and that arm that batted the spear aside just wraps around him, and you've got him all trussed up, his arms pinned to his sides under your arm, like an angry reptilian handbag or something. Whatever goes under an arm, whatever baggage. And you march him out of the stones, and you have him pinned to your side for this turn, at least until he gets another shot at getting out of that. What else is that? That seems like a good action. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably all I've got. If I had more, I would do more to him, but that's a complete package for this turn.
The final kobold, seeing this guy under wraps, is he's gonna make a run for the waterfall. He's gonna sprint for the waterfall and disappear beneath it.
Do any of us get a chance to try and stop him?
No, none of you are close enough.
Yeah, beans.
How far is that distance? Because if I was 20 feet away from him on the other side of the river, the kobold that's left has to be more than 20 feet away. Right? Like, he's got to be a distance away. That's a lot farther than me across the river.
That's true, but I was saying he's going to take the dash action. Like, he's going to use up twice, like double his movement to do basically half of his movement to get underneath this thing.
Yeah, he gone.
And then
So
he gets
for the
hit by a
moment,
log, or
Maybe his friends will be trigger happy. Yeah.
you should have said, "Whatever
I
you
learned
guys
my-
do, activate the trap upon the next person entering this cave."
I'm real, but the next kobold is an imposter.
Won't be.
Okay, so
Yeah, but
you've
you
got
know I would have forgotten that and died when I entered the cave next time.
Okay, so you've got this guy, and all the other kobolds are either dead or asleep. So he's definitely got a thing that he's going to try and do on his initiative count. Do you guys have anything else that you guys want to do?
on mine,
Does everyone want to just take shots at him while
hold
Thaddeus
him
has
down,
him?
Thaddeus,
Yeah.
just like beat him. I am gonna heal myself. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself and heal myself right up.
Nice, nice.
If I try and cast something, is there a risk of hurting Thaddeus if I'm?
Depends.
Depends what you cast, but probably not.
So like if I cast, or well, do we want to keep him alive, or are we trying to kill this lizard? Do you want?
I want him dead. But
Yes,
you know what
I imagine
you
so.
do to him is up to you.
Oh, then I will. Yeah, I guess 3 times a charm. I'm gonna kill something with Toll's dead. I don't know how wise this lizard is, but who knows? The past 2 have been wise enough. So
Well, he's not very strong. I can tell you that.
it's true. Maybe I need to build something though. Ugh.
Build a relationship with this kobold.
Gabe said it didn't count.
You're building.
right, that's
tension
mine.
Before you
Building
act, and
bridges
tension has
between-
weight.
Yeah. Building bridges between the groups.
Well, tell that to God. God said no.
Unfortunately, we're past the building bridges year.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Now, of course, we're in Fungalore. He heard your wish.
Plenty fun galore.
We are
Here's
building
your wish.
animosity.
It is true. Although I don't think I have been. All I've been doing is making purple farts appear around my enemy.
Yeah, I
Flying
guess
down
I
here
stroll
talking
back
to
out
a
of the bush
fish.
now that the danger's gone with
Are you
a little bit more
flirting with the
health.
fish?
No. No, Sparkalonius on his turn is going to get out of the water and start tying up the sleeping kobolds.
Yes, I will aid that.
How's a 12? He rolled a 12 on
No,
his save against your
mine's a
thing.
I got a 13. I have a 13. Finally, success.
Steal the kill.
Kill him after everything's already over.
Oh, and he takes
So I
more
think that's
damage
a
'cause he's
a
injured.
D12 of damage.
D12. Do I have? Oh, I do have one of those.
Are you green with jealousy of that spell?
That is a 5. I don't know if it's plus anything.
Nope, just 5. He takes it and he doesn't like it, but it is not enough to kill him or knock him out.
Well, then I can't
Sure.
start tying people up. I'm going to have to do something about that.
I'll just hit him with a rock.
Yeah, I suppose.
hit him.
He's gonna try and go first.
right.
Yep, he's after my initiative order.
Haribo,
Yales.
trying to think of a way to figure out how many guys. You probably have one guy tied up by the time his initiative count starts.
Me, I can't start. So my turn would have been after the kobold, so before his turn, and I healed myself and came out of the bushes with my crossbow drawn.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna stay in the bushes right now because we're still in combat order. But I'm gonna heal myself and get my crossbow ready. And that was my turn in the initiative order. And then I think it was Marjorie's turn, who tried to cast a spell. She did a good job. And then I don't know whose turn it is, whichever one of theirs.
Then it's the green kobold's turn, and he's going to make a performance check to try and wake up anybody.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
And that's a crit. That's a nat 20.
Well, I'm staying in the river.
Okay, so now I have to adjust the map a little bit. Give me 1 moment to try and figure out how. Let's see.
Don't worry, everyone. They have to use their movement to stand up.
Yeah. So we've at least got 1 round before we die.
Thaddeus and the green are over here, have been moved out of the ring of stones. Sparklonius, Marjorie, and Tamagotchi. Oh, Tamagotchi's no longer in the bushes.
Yes, he is. He stayed in the bushes.
Oh, stayed in the bushes. Still in the bushes. So let's roll a... Who wants to roll a D8? I think we're going to say, Lawrence, you put them to sleep. Roll me a D8. How many of them wake up?
You got it, boss. Uh-oh.
Every single one of them.
6 of them wake up.
6 of them wake up. All right, let me swap over to purple real quick. And here come 6 kobolds. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running out of places to put them. And 6. Really what I should do is I should start getting rid of the ones that we've already killed. But, alright, 6 kobolds. Let's see. Clean that up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That guy die? Did we kill that guy?
Oh, he's the one who ran under the waterfall.
Oh, yeah, he ran away. All right. Neat. Okay, so these kobolds all wake up. And they wake up to sort of a scene of mixed carnage. And we're going to make like a group wisdom save for them. Which they got a 10. So the 2 nearest the waterfall are also going to hightail it. Which leaves the 4 kobolds nearest Thaddeus as up and about. That's the bad news. The good news is that they're fairly squishy. You guys already have the leader trussed up. Now it's Sparklonius' turn.
Sparklonius rises from the creek. He stands at full height. And he says, "Well, this was far too soon. Why don't you take another couple winks, everyone?"
Oh,
and he
no.
plays his Song of Slumber. Do, 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 do. Blah.
As far as the math goes, if you roll higher than 20, they all pass out.
Okay, I'm going to stop rolling. They're all asleep.
All right.
The guy in your arms, too, Thaddeus. He's asleep.
Oh,
Cradle him.
No, you better roll more than
okay,
how much more you got.
I still had 4 more D8 left to roll, so...
If you roll higher than... What has he got left?
Not 4 more, but...
You roll... If you
is he 13 more?
Unfortunately, I think he's 16 more.
Hold on, let me do the math again. No, everyone but him's asleep.
Unless you want to start with him. You can put him and like 2 other guys asleep.
Unfortunately, it goes from lowest HP to highest.
All right. Well, then, yeah. You get everybody but him. But he's still under Thaddeus's arm here.
Yep, and he does have disadvantage on his next attack still because he's being laughed at in his brain.
He really is. Is not a bad look for him. Having, he did manage to get a bunch of guys up, and now they're all asleep again. We haven't accomplished a whole lot. Which I think brings it back around to Thaddeus. Or
Fucking
we can be
suplex
out of
this
the
dude,
initiative,
just like over the back.
Hell yeah.
I was also just thinking, hold him in the one arm, and I have the hammer in the other, and just whack him in the head till he falls asleep.
Talk about
Son
tolling the dead.
Of slumber.
Song of slumber.
I shall name my hammer NyQuil.
Yeah, I mean, what's the play then?
So are you about to like, you've got a drum under your shoulder and just beat on it with your hammer here?
Yeah, I want him at least unconscious, if not done for.
Would you be able to quick check the restrained condition if that imposes advantage on attack rolls?
Yeah, but by the person who is restraining you is interesting.
Yeah,
I would
that
allow
adds
it because of the
critical.
size differential here. Because I know that there's one where it's advantage and then it's one where it's like auto crit.
Restrained creature speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okie doke. Then a one-handed hammer roll with advantage.
That's going to be a not natural 20.
Well,
And that is 9 points of damage.
Bong.
Is he
Sizable.
fucking goo?
he's not goo. Unfortunately, he is 7 hit points away from goo. I don't feel bad giving you those numbers because I already gave you his hit points for
That
Lawrence's
is a
spell.
sturdy kobold.
Yeah. It turns out that when you give them a shield, you give them like hella social standing, which social standing keeps you from falling down in a fight. Everyone knows this.
Yes. All you need is a shield.
Don't make that
like-
face at me,
It's
Grace.
like the moment you name a creature, they get a lot stronger.
Right?
Because they have a name.
Social standing.
Yeah.
That's identity.
Yeah, but anime
Sense of self
equates
equals
the
power.
two. Yeah.
Right then. Well, I'm gonna get to tying up these folks.
Or kobolds.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to deal with the green guy? Sort of punching bag. Sort of seems rude for me to do that. I'm not really one for that sort of activity.
In the initiative order, it is Tamagotchi next.
I'm gonna ready an action from the edge of the bushes that if a kobold peeks its head out of the waterfall, I'm gonna lightning lure it to pull it just clean out of the waterfall.
Okay. On Marjorie's turn, Marjorie, where do you keep Scarf?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm God. I can ask whatever I want.
I think during combat he lives in like a little pouch on my belt, like he hangs out in there when shit's going down.
You notice, Marjorie, that Scarf, the top half of Scarf has flopped out of his pouch, and you meet his eyes, and you hear the voice of no, what is his name? What do we name him?
Zogmoth?
Zogmoth. The mentor, not the deity. You hear the voice of Zogmoth. You say, it says,
What does Zogmoth sound like?
That's a
Hey,
great
how's it
question.
going?
Do you want to give me any kind of? Give me an adjective for Zogmoth.
Unimpressed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Bony.
Yeah, he's not kind with his opinions. Everything kind of, unimpressed
Classic
is a good word for
necromancer.
it. He's like, ugh, over it.
Ugh.
Once you've lived twice, it's like, come on, third time? Here we go.
Come on, third time. Okay, well, you hear in your mind, child. That one has a soul full of vitality. Offer it to our lord. Slit his throat.
And
remember, this is your ferret just sort of lolling out of your bag, telling you to slit someone's throat.
It sure is. It sure is. You make quick eye contact with the ferret, and you get this message. It is your turn.
Is there any kind of roll I can do to see if this is like actually Zogmoth or if this is like
religion or insight?
If we squint, which one do I have a higher? I think my insight's +5, so I'm gonna do insight.
Yeah, do insight. Your insight is goated.
Okay, I got a 14, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So 14 +5.
Oh shit! Yeah. This is legit. It legit sounds like Zogmoth.
All right. Well, I mean, shoot.
Do I have a stabby?
Do I have a stabby in my? I think I have a dagger.
You've got a dagger. You've got a knife. Cleric.
Hard to keep it up.
Mace, small knife.
Small knife.
Zogmoth's pinky finger.
They do have Zogmoth's pinky finger. Then yeah, I will. Then I will. Do I roll? What do I roll for throat?
I'm not even going to make you. If you decide to follow through with this, you don't even have to make a roll.
I follow my lord commands. I'm gonna kill this lizard.
All right, you draw your knife and you march right out from the bushes. And before Thaddeus even has a moment to react to this, you slit the kobold's throat and just empty the lifeblood of him all over Thaddeus's boots.
Which is funny because I've tried to kill him twice now with a spell, when I could just cut his throat the whole time.
It's really it does help when they're helpless like that, you know.
I'm sorry about your boots.
Marjorie, you've made a real mess of the place.
God, I got lost in the sauce. Sorry.
Not like any marinara I've had.
I say from the bushes.
Marjorie, take a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah. I will make a note to try and add it later when I can access my stuff. Can I go through his pocket? Does he have a satchel or a purse or something?
He has a shield.
He does have a shield. He's also got a spear.
Will his
I'm
shield
gonna
also
I'm gonna
bring
stop
me
holding
inside?
him now if he's bleeding out. I think I can put him down now.
That makes sense.
Me as the player feels a little bit bad from just ruthlessly killing this little lizard because I love lizards, but you know,
Alas, you wrote down the word evil on your
I
character
did.
sheet.
That's why I did it.
This whole campaign,
That's
it's
why
about
I
the
encouraged
duality of
you
the
to do
player
it.
versus the
Um,
character.
You know, and
It's
I'm
true,
gonna
because
I'm gonna keep encouraging you to do it because it seems like you're not gonna do it by yourself.
with the yeah, because you know what, Gabe, I'm not evil.
But Marjorie is.
But Marjorie is.
I gotta get into my evil mindset before
Mhm.
I'm not a good
before
boy, but Sparkalonius is.
before I log on. I
I'm
guess
evil.
Okay, but anyways, going through their pockets, going through his pocket nets you 4 gold, actually. Dude
Damn.
was
Fuck.
loaded.
I'm also
Guy's
gonna write
richer
that
than
down
Barson.
to put that in my pocket later. 4 gold. I'll just add that to Legend Keeper.
No, you should share that to the guy
You should
who
definitely
held him while you killed him.
Yeah, just for context, it's like you found $400 in the pocket of the dude you
Oh!
just mugged.
Okay, then yeah, sure. Wait, here I have a question. Do Tamagotchi and Sparkalonius see me find this money, or is this just a moment where Thaddeus and I are facing each other? I find the money and I can
Okay.
just slip them.
Let's
Tamagotchi
play that
does
out. Let's
not
play
see
that out.
it.
Do
Tamagotchi's
you-
I'm not going
focused
to
on
lie
the.
to you, Marjorie. I haven't stopped looking at you since you bloodied the floor. I wasn't expecting that, and it did take me out of the whole tying task. I don't have
Okay.
thumbs; it's kind of hard.
So it sounds like
Didn't see.
Tamagotchi wasn't paying attention, but Sparkalonius was. You can make a sleight of hand versus Sparkalonius's perception check if you would like to try and not be noticed. Thaddeus sees you.
Thaddeus isn't evil though, right? What is his alignment?
No.
No one else is
Personal
evil.
He is the polar opposite of evil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
then fine. Yeah,
Thaddeus
then
and Sparkalonius are both lawful good. Tamagotchi, I'm not sure.
if
He is
I've been
morally
caught,
ambiguous.
if I've been caught with this and this ill goody two shoes, then I will pass. I will separate. I will take the 4 coins. I'll put one in my satchel with scarf, and then I will pass them around. When I get to Sparkalonius, I stand there because I'm not sure if I put it in his hand or if I
Just throw it at him.
just throw it
Sparkalonius
into him.
says, "Is this a bribe?"
Peg him with it.
Ew.
No.
That's not what I meant.
See, that seemed a little excessive.
It's my birthday, Gabe. Stop making weird.
Yeah, all of them have been on
get
you.
the one.
Gabe.
Okay, I guess it does. If Sparkalonius isn't gonna put his hand out, I'm just gonna wordlessly put the money like in his shoulder area, and
Sparkalonius,
like a vending machine.
The eyeballs, the pebble
Pebbles.
eyeballs. You see them like sort of look at the shoulder coin. The shoulder coin gets sucked in, and then the pebbles look back at you, and then he goes back to tying up the kobolds. He says nothing.
I do like that. That's all. You can't blink or close. Like you can't close your pebbles, so it's
Nope.
all in the orientation of them that they just sort of adjust to look at the thing and then back to look at you.
And there's no emotion
fun.
in pebbles. They're
Well,
just
yeah,
pebbles.
I mean, and also that's not how I look. It's all for your benefit.
Ew, how do you
Yeah.
look?
I can just see
He's got like
Oh,
tremor
okay.
sense or something, right?
something like that.
Hey, out of trash can. Hey,
Kind of like echolocation.
I don't even
So
remember
it's
if
your
I'm evil. I
birthday
was
and
looking
you
up
committed your first murder. So nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Although I guess
Cold-blooded.
I did cold-blooded murder on my birthday.
first
But I am
atrocity.
evil.
It's all right. God told you to. I don't believe in God, but whatever.
My frontal lobe is fully formed, and so now I choose to murder. I guess I don't know.
Is it canon? Is Marjorie and Grace? Do they have the same birthday?
Oh.
Is it Marjorie's birthday today? Just so that we're clear.
Be.
Welcome
Happy
to
birthday.
what, quarter century?
I don't know. I'm in my 30s.
Quarter
I
life?
think.
Quarter life crisis? Way to go.
Yeah, and to celebrate murder. Although I'm evil, so I guess that doesn't really bother me.
Quarter life crisis with an atrocity.
I mean, I don't know. Murder sounds pretty quarter life crisis to me.
Yeah.
You gotta celebrate somehow, I guess. So then I'll go over to Tamagotchi where he's in the bushes, and I will offer up a little bit of a slightly bloody coin to him.
Perfect. Why are you covered in blood?
I killed the guy. This is from him if you want it.
I killed quite a few out there, but I'm not nary a drop. Nary
I
a
was
drop.
a little more. I was a little more hands-on in my in the way that I did it. But do you want this? If not, I'm going
yes,
to
yes, I
put
appreciate
it.
it.
Okay.
Gold will go quite a long way.
Mm-hmm. It helps me build a better naval laser.
Not that.
When it was the clap, how does that come out of your navel? Like, is it just a sound wave?
Yes, it is
Did
just
you
a
say
sound wave.
thunderclap when you're referring to his navel and not just the clap?
Oh no, I did it too.
How does the clap come out? I don't know.
How did the clap come out of your belt is a great pull quote.
I
don't
forgot
know,
that.
man.
I forgot that it was thunderclap. I just remembered clap. Oh boys.
It's better.
It's better. Yeah, no, it's just a release of a sound wave, like a big pop. It sounds vaguely thunderous, and it echoes kind of similarly.
All right then. So I've got all of these ones tied up. I assume there's more in there. Tamagotchi, did you see any more in there?
Yeah,
You shook your head no. Does that mean there's none in there?
No, it meant do not go in there. There's
right.
quite a few more. I only got my eyes on 10 of them, but it was a brief flash, and it seemed like they were itching to set off a trap, though I know not what it does. Save.
No.
So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how to take this on. I did tell them to follow me out like an idiot, but they did not follow me out, which saved my life and all of ours, so I don't know.
I mean, you didn't have to tell us that, but good to know that you well under pressure.
I don't know how to keep anything close to the chest, so...
Isn't it canon that he doesn't wear a shirt anyways? So
yeah, it is indeed.
Literally an open book, no clothes.
Not
Well,
no clothes.
At least on top.
I'm fresh out of songs for now. I could maybe play a little ditty for someone if they needed a little bit of inspiration, but yeah, can't really do a whole lot now.
Our goal here is to take down the waterfall. We don't know if there's another exit, but if we at least like siege this front interest while we rest up, then maybe we could go in akimbo. And we know for a fact, like if there's a watch, that no one will get in or out without raising
Some
alarm.
point, these ones are gonna wake up, but I do have them tied up, and they're all tied together. So,
shall we gag them?
Got a little bundle.
Because we don't want them screaming and yelling when they wake up.
Yeah, like they're little gators. We can like just put little rope right around the middle.
We'll duct tape them around the mouth, and they'll be fine.
It's not the nostril part. Just like they have. In my head, I'm picturing. I don't know. I've never looked up what a kobold is, but in my head, they're little bipedal crocodiles.
That's about right.
That
That's
like,
close enough.
are got little fingers
Yeah.
that can grab
That's
things.
pretty
So
close.
if the snout is long like that, then you can tie rope around the middle and they won't suffocate. Although I guess
Okay.
if I'm evil, I don't care if they suffocate.
You're
Suppose
just gonna
not.
slit all their throats anyway, eventually.
Dead men tell no tales.
Yeah, my belt
Then I would
definitely needs
say,
a rest as
I would
well.
say, Sparkalonius, you no longer have rope in your inventory, and then one other person also
Already
should
gone.
give up their
I'll give up my
rope
rope.
to tie their mouths shut as well. And from what I'm hearing, you guys want to short rest, long rest. You guys want to like camp out here in front of this waterfall so they don't get out.
That's exactly my
Either-
pitch. Yeah, is camp out
Yeah,
right,
but
like,
we
should
right
take-
here.
We should take more of a partial cover camp and not just hang out right on the.
I can
Yeah,
also
and-
Sure.
try and heal Thaddeus because I think you're still.
Yeah.
If we're taking a
yeah,
rest, then we don't need to worry
I'm
about
at
it.
7 hit
Oh.
points.
Oh, we're resting.
Because we've got hit dice, and I've also got the Song of Rest, so everyone gets an extra D6 whenever we take a short rest.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
suggesting at
hearing
least a long
hearing
rest.
short rest, but I'm also hearing long rest. So it sounds
Yeah,
like
I mean, I need my spells
sort that
back,
out?
definitely. Because that's most of my help for battle, I feel. I mean, I can shoot
used
people,
no
but...
spell slots, and I took no hits, so I'm fine with whatever.
Then you're on watch.
Actually, that's very fair. If you go
It's
on watch,
true.
we could all take a long rest, and then...
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll watch over you.
Yeah, I mean, wake us up if we need, but if not...
Don't wake us up with the
don't-
knife.
Don't wake us up. Yeah, don't wake us up like that.
I said, don't worry, I'll watch over you, I say, as I wash my knife in the river.
Oh yeah, you'll
Wash
be
my
fine.
hands.
Yeah, you guys will be great. Yeah, no, fall asleep. It's fine.
You can trust me. We've only
Grafera
just
also
met.
says, and all the other kobolds too. Sacrifice them also.
If Gabe has to like use my ferret to tell me to do evil deeds, I guess I'm not being very evil.
I mean, you're not being
You-
very evil, but you
you
we
haven't yet.
we haven't been. I don't know. It's hard to think about the opportunities to be evil when you're not an evil person. But
Like,
But
if I
you
was
are an evil person, so
But
you
you
got to
are.
start thinking about it.
I'm only partially evil, right?
Think evil thoughts.
Okay.
I think
think
you're neutral
alignment
evil,
is you're
which
in,
means
you're
that you
out.
don't have any codes to follow as far as your evilness goes, but you don't not have like you're not just like a Firefly Reaver kind of evil.
Yeah.
That's like chaotic evil.
That is chaotic evil.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're neutral evil. I'm trying to think of a good lawful
give-
evil like
me, like,
pop
a
culture
character.
comparison.
Yeah. Okay, so chaotic is Reavers. What was neutral?
Frieza
Neutral
from
is
Dragon Ball
neutral.
Z.
That's not helpful.
What's a neutral evil?
Emperor Zombie is pretty neutral evil.
Oh. Okay.
Because he's sort of
Okay.
a gather power for its own sake, is willing to do evil to get that done, smoked a person. But isn't like following some sort of code. I'm still trying to figure out neutral evil. Like in the game itself, there are like devils that like get you to sign contracts. They're like evil lawyers. And that's
I
sort
think
of a lawful
I think I
evil
have
kind of a vibe.
A devil friend, maybe. I don't know.
Did
Okay,
you just
cool.
say that
Alright.
you have a devil friend?
I met the devil in Tennessee,
Think so.
and he
I
poured a
thought I-
drink for me.
Remember we talked about it, but maybe I'm imagining things.
Said, "Devil, thank you. I'll take 3."
Yeah, so I can keep watch if we're taking a long rest. And I promise I won't sacrifice you to my lord.
Deal.
I like
Right
Scarf
that.
now.
does. Nope, Scarf doesn't have anything to say about that.
Scarf's like, kill them. Hey.
Hi, this is just me, Scarf talking. Kill him. Kill him.
Hey,
I know what you
it's
can
me,
build. You
Scarf.
can build them all a coffin.
Their souls are stronger. The candles of their lives have so much wick left.
Is that actually what Scarf is saying?
No.
Okay.
No, I already said Scarf doesn't say anything about that. But Marjorie, as the only person whose actions have an effect in this moment, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Number is that? Is that a 20?
Yes. 20 plus your Constitution bonus.
Okay. Well, that's a 9 plus I don't
3.
if we 3. Okay. Well, not great.
12. I think with a 12 is better than average. I think with a 12, you stay up. You manage to stay up the whole night. I think you do see some kobold heads poke out from beneath the waterfall to sort of check the vibe, but you have a collection of rocks that you've gathered yourself and you throw them at them. Fuck you, lizards. I have rocks. You stay
We're
inside your
sleeping out here.
waterfall. We're camping out. So all of you who rest, get your rest bonuses, get your hit dice and such. It sounds to me like we are starting the next session with everyone braving underneath the waterfall. Do we have a plan for that? Do we want to go in with a plan? There's a trap. You know there's a trap.
To sleep.
But we don't know what it does.
We don't know what it does. But there is definitely a trap.
Definitely a trap.
There's definitely a trap. You saw a guy who was ready. He wanted to get you with that trap.
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So here, Thaddeus being logical and military by nature, what is the size of the opening you saw? How many of us can go through side by side? What are our capabilities of getting in there?
The opening, I think the entire waterfall is like fronts the opening, the whole back of the waterfall. So I would say 3 of you side by side could go in all at once.
So all 4 of us, because Sparkalonius could become very thin.
It's true. Sparkalonius, one of you could be carrying a pot. A pot full of Sparkalonius.
Sparkalonius stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So besides sleep, does anybody have any sort of spell that would disorient or stun or daze potential combatants?
That's a good question.
Well,
I don't
I've got
think that
sleep.
you do, Marjorie. I was actually
I've
looking
got-
at yours.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marjorie does not.
I
I've
don't
got
think so
sleep, and
either.
I could vicious mockery one person, or I could understand languages.
If
Sort of
they're
the options
grouped
I've got
up,
on deck right now.
If they're grouped up, I could coat a number of them in the acid, but it's not very wide. No, I don't have a particular large repertoire for dealing with 10 enemies behind a waterfall, but
Yeah, our AoE options at level 2 are pretty limited.
That belt of yours doesn't have any sort of explosives we can use?
not at its current state.
I don't keep C4 in
We
my
had
belt.
designed it to
Dang it.
do a lot
Poor
more, but
form.
at its current state, no, I would say it does not.
Well, then we're going to have to give that some thought. The question is, do we somehow bait them to come out? It's not like we can throw fire through the waterfall and smoke them out because
Take one of the
the waterfall
spears. I
negates
mean,
that.
like,
And they
what if
probably
we
just
take
put
one
the
of the
fire out.
Yeah.
What if we could poke through it and make them think that we're coming? So then because it seems that that guy's like an eager beaver. So if we can trick him into thinking we are coming through and we're not, and they hit the button early, maybe
we
we
could tie
can
the dead
avoid.
ones together and throw them through the waterfall first,
Hold
so
on,
that the
guys.
trap is triggered
Oh.
on their like.
I've got a much less gruesome idea.
That was a
Oh.
pretty horrible thought.
What if we
It's
go
a good
and
one
get?
though.
What if we go and get Gib?
Hey,
That is
yeah.
a terrible thought.
We could just see if we could broker a peace. Maybe they stop
Okay.
banditing. We
kill
don't have to
Gib.
fight anybody. They're not
What-
gonna kill
why-
Gib. What's Gib done? Gib. They don't know.
I know. But what
Gib's just
stops Gib
chilling.
from just going in there and joining them? Like, what stops Gib from being like, okay,
Well,
bye, and
damn.
then he's with them?
One of these days, we're going to have
the
to
fact
trust Gib.
that
And
I
I
offered
vote for
Gib,
trusting Gib.
yeah, I offered to arm Gib if he remained tied to the fence post we left him on. So I
that's
think he will have
true.
earned our trust if he is willing
Oh.
to.
I
Help
don't like the
us a
idea
little
of
bit.
continuing
there.
to kill all of these people. I mean, it seems like the main military force has been dealt with. They sort of have just been cowering in the cave at this point. So
We just tied them up. What's gonna stop them from doing it again as soon as we leave?
Brokering a peace. I mean, Gib has offered to change sides because
We've already
proved
done
that
it
we
once
could whip
with-
his ass.
one of us has already done it once with goblins.
Guess
Maybe
that's
we
true.
could get
And
them
we've
to set up a
killed-
kobold village.
Maybe half the party at this point, if not under, but a large portion of at least dealt with enough to start a conversation over.
All right. Well,
I think we should
Mhm.
get him and ask him if he's willing to negotiate.
I think two of us should stay here, and two of us go and get Gib.
I think I should stay here. I think that you and Haribo should go because Gib likes y'all the most.
All right.
Thaddeus has his little keeper.
That's true. That's true. Plus,
And we
Thaddeus
need
is a better
someone nice
shield
and
for
tall
you,
to
I
keep
think, at this
watching over
time.
these other ones.
Yeah. All right, me and Sparkalonius will go pick up Gib, and we will attempt to broker some form of deal with the remaining kobolds.
All right. Call that a plan. I see that it is almost 8:30. So I think that's probably where we will call it for the evening. Good fight. Made a cool 4 gold. So, accomplished a few things.
I built a corpse.
That doesn't count. Still. Good luck with that.
I built
got
him
scar
from
tattoos.
living.
Scarring, that's a type of tattoo.
I appreciate the creativity being shown, but not quite there.
So, Tamagotchi, you come here often?
I turned into a Sparkalonius stuff person.
Oh no! Oh
What-
no!
What the fuck?
What
Is that
the
what
fuck?
Is that what I look like?
But yours doesn't have pebbles.
No, nor can I eat pebbles, I think, too.
No, you can't put anything inside of Haribo's version. Nor is Haribo's version really super transparent.
No, it just looks
Yeah.
it looks transparent and
Oh,
translucent, but
gross.
if you move around it, it's it kind of stays stationary, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, I don't like the idea of that at all.
I'm glad we
Well, that-
missed that. They're
well, that
doing
might
that as
happen.
they're off.
We'll never know what happens because it happens in the liminal space between sessions.
Fair enough.
By the time we come back, Haribo's gonna look like something entirely different.
Yeah, the
I
kobold
sure
again.
hope so.
I'm gonna stay kobold for a little bit. I don't have any reason to be anything else.
That makes sense. That should be fun. All right. Then I think that's that for the session. Thank you all for joining me on our adventure, and thank you, the listener, for listening. You never let us down.
Gang.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's true too. It's nice that way.
It's true too.
If you've heard it, you were here. Thanks.
It's the nicest and lowest effort gratitude we can have.
GG's, y'all. We'll see